Alright, so WinScript is an open source program that helps to clean, optimize, and debloat your Windows 10 and Windows 11. So if so far you have not got any good optimization tool or struggling with the Windows low performance, then check this entire video where I will be explaining how to use this tool to make your Windows 10 or Windows 11 much faster and more responsive. So without any further delay, let's quickly get started. Now here for the demonstration, I'm using Windows 11. You can try this tool on your Windows 10 as well. Now before downloading and installing the tool, let me show you that it's new Windows 11 machine. It's a virtual machine. And let me show you after installing it, when you click on the Windows icon, you will find a huge list of the application that get installed on your machine with the Windows 11. And if I click on all, so you can see there are a lot of applications like the Copilot, Feedback Hub, Game Bar, Get Started, Microsoft Clipchamp, Microsoft Team, Microsoft To Do, News, Weather, and I'm very sure you might not be using it. They are still on your computer, occupying the storage, occupying the resources of your CPU and the RAM, and making your computer slow. Not only this, there are many more settings which are being enabled and not optimized, and that basically might be making your computer slow and less responsive. And if I bring up the task manager, so as of now you can see the current utilization is around 25%, the process count is around 135, the thread is above 1500, and the handle count is above 52,000. And even I'm not using any kind of application here. I have 4 GB of RAM and still around 2.2 GB of RAM is being used without using any kind of application. And this is exactly what you can optimize, and you can reduce the usage and make the computer performance much faster. All right, next what you have to do, bring up any of your browser and type here WinScript, hit the enter key, and on the very top you will be getting WinScript Make Windows Yours. Click on it and this will take you to the official website of this application, and it says Make Windows Yours. And you can see the latest update was done on June 24 of 2025. Now, if you want to have a look here about the feature, what exactly they provide, how exactly it looks like, you can have a look here. And in order to get started, you will have to click on Get Started. Click on Desktop Version, and then it will redirect you to the GitHub page. Now here in the asset, you have to look for WinScript installer.exe. And even you have the portable one. If you don't want to install it, then you can click on WinScript portable.exe. Now probably your browser might not allow you to download it because this is an open source program. So what you can do, click on the 3 dot and click on Keep. Click on Show More and click on Keep Anyway. Once downloaded, click on the downloaded file. Click on Yes. And this kind of WinScript dashboard will be up. And this is the portable version which you are using without installing on your computer. Okay, so now without wasting any time, let's see how exactly this tool works, what exactly they provide. And first we are on the tool section, and it says shortcuts to various system settings and tools. And if you click on the drop down, from here, you can directly reach to the Windows settings, you can reach to device manager, you can reach to control panel, or virtual memory, or visual effect, or MS config. So let's say you are struggling to find out that how exactly to open the visual effect. So you can click here on Open, and this will directly open the performance option, the visual effect option over here. Then you have the cleanup option here, and if you click on the drop down, it says run disk cleanup, clean temporary file, empty recycle bin. So from here you can do a basic cleanup. Then you have the verify system integrity, and it says verify the system file integrity and fixes corrupted file. So let's say if you feel that you have any issues with the integrity on your Windows system file with the Windows ISO and it's not working properly, then you have two very important command here, the DISM and the SFC. So what you will have to do, you just need to enable this. And if you also want to run the DISM, then you can enable this option. Then you have the create a restore point, and if you want to create a restore point, you can create from here. If you want to clear the browser history, then you can enable this option. If you want to reset the network, then just enable this option. Run MAS, that is Microsoft Activation Script. Now basically I will not go in the depth for this tool, but you can try this to activate your Windows or Microsoft product. Next you have the debloat, and it says Windows application, and if you click on the drop down, it says remove third-party application. Now the debloat section is very important and you have to use it very carefully. So if you want to remove all the third-party applications, then you can enable this. If you want to remove all the extension, then you can enable it, but I don't want to remove all the extensions. Remove Microsoft application. So if you want to remove all the Microsoft application, then you can check this. If you want to remove the Xbox, in case if you're not using it, then you can enable it. Windows feature, click on the drop down, and here it says disable the consumer features. I will do that. Disable the recall, which has not been enabled, but still I can go ahead and disable it. Disable the Internet Explorer outdated version. Yes, I will disable it. Disable the Hyper-V. It depends on you. If you want to use it, you can keep it enabled, or else you can disable it. Fax and scan. I don't use the fax and scan, so I will disable it. Disable the media player. Yes, I don't use it. Then it says remove Microsoft Store, and if you want to remove the Microsoft Store, you can do it from here. Similarly, you can remove the OneDrive. You can debloat the Edge. You can remove the Edge. You can remove the Copilot. So first I will be removing the OneDrive. I don't need it. I have only one browser here, but if you want to remove the Edge, you just need to enable this option. Remove the Copilot. I can do that. Remove the widgets. Remove the taskbar widgets. All right, so these are the options you will be getting in the debloat section. Next, you have the privacy. And in the privacy, it says disable the app access. And if you click on the drop down, disable app access to location, app access to camera. And this will again depend on you. If you want to disable the application access to your location, then you can just enable or disable it from here. Similarly, like location, you can disable for the camera, microphone, your contact, call history, and messages. Disable the cloud sync. If you want to disable the cloud sync for where it syncs all your password, your themes, your settings, then you can disable that. Disable the activity feed, then you can disable it. Disable the notification tray, screen recording, disable automatic map download. Yes, I want to disable it. Lock screen camera access, disable the biometric. So it will all depend on you if you want to disable. And I would recommend you, things you are not using, go ahead and disable them. Then you have the telemetry option. Disable the telemetry. Windows telemetry, yes, I don't want that there should be any of my records, any of my activity should be recorded and sent to the Microsoft or either to any third-party application. So I will even disable the Windows telemetry, Windows Update telemetry, Windows Search telemetry, I can keep it as it is, or you can disable it. Office telemetry, disable the feedback, data collection, disable handwriting data collection, Internet access for Windows DRM, disable cloud-based speech recognition, targeted ad, opt out of privacy, consent. Disable the third-party telemetry, where you will be getting the Adobe, Chrome, Firefox, depending what kind of application you're using. Okay, so look here carefully, whichever application telemetry you want to disable, just disable from here. Then you have the gaming section, disable the full screen optimization, disable the mouse acceleration. I would recommend you to do that. Disable the game bar, yes. Disable the game mode, no, I won't recommend you. Then you have the performance set as DNS. You can only choose one. If you choose more, the last one will be applied. So click on the drop down, and from here only, you can directly apply these changes. So if you need a better ping and you need a better stable internet connection, then use a good DNS server from here. And I would recommend you to go with a Cloudflare or either with a Google. I personally enjoy the Cloudflare, so you can enable this option. Then it says add ultimate performance. And if you want to enable the ultimate performance power plan, let me show you. If you click on your Windows search and type here power cfg.cpl and hit the enter key. So this will bring up all kind of power plan on your device. And by default, it should be selected to balanced. Then you have the power saver and the high performance. So either you can go with the high performance, and if you need a better power plan, then you can also try the ultimate one. And in order to enable it, just here, enable this option. Set services to manual, and it says set various services startup behavior to manual so that they can only be run when needed. Now there are many kind of Windows services that are still running on your background, and it says if you want that they should be stopped to manual, change to manual so that they should only be running when needed. Then you can enable this option. I would say that just keep it unchecked, keep it as it is. because it might include some important services that you need to run all the time. Disable the core isolation. Now, core isolation is a memory integrity security on your Windows 11 that give you enhanced security on your Windows 11. Now, I would only recommend those users to disable this who do the core gaming on their device or who have much problem of the performance. So if you enjoy gaming on your computer and you need more performance, or if you have slow performance issues, then you can go ahead and disable it. But if you don't do much gaming and you don't have too much of performance issues, then I would recommend you to enjoy this security. Disable the super fetch, you can disable it. Disable the storage sense, yes, disable it. Disable the search, yes. Disable the hibernation if you don't need on your laptop. Alright, so this was the performance tab. Now next we have the BISC, and it says set classic right click menu. So if you want to restore the Windows 10 context menu, the classic context menu on Windows 11, then you can easily enable it by just toggling it on. Add end task to context menu. So if you want to add the new option of end task to the context menu, to the right click, you can enable this option. Move taskbar icon to left. So this is basically kind of customization. And in Windows 11, if you want to move your taskbar from center to left, you can do that simply from here. Disable the num lock on startup. Enable the dark mode. Show file extension. So go ahead and enable this option. Disable the sticky keys. If you don't use the sticky, then go ahead and disable this. Enable the detailed BSOD. Enable the verbose login. Next, you have the browse application. So if you want to browse any kind of application and if you want to download, then you can do that from here only without any kind of browser. So let's say if you want to download any kind of drivers, then you can click on drivers here, or you can even search here. If you want to download any kind of browser, you can just have a look here. It gives you all the list. You can either download the Brave, Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Thorium, Tor, and you can just enable this by making one click. Let me show you. I don't have any of the browser here. So what I can do, I can select Chrome here. Then we have some other options. I don't need too much of tool, but if you want to install any kind of applications, you can have a look here. Then finally, you have the run script. So you will have to click on run. It says, do you want to create a restore point? So it's recommended that you should go ahead and create a restore point before applying the changes. So click on yes. And now a new box will be up where it will be creating a restore point first, and then it will be applying all the changes that you have checked through the WinScript. So just wait until all the work is being completed. Alright, so finally all the work is being completed, and it may take a couple of minutes depending that what kind of selection you have made on the application. And on my end, it took around 4 to 5 minutes. So here you can see it says press any key to continue. And if you want to have a preview here that what exactly it did, you can view here installing these applications, the operation completing successfully, disabling the sticky keys, refresh environment, whatever we selected, disabling the hibernation, disabling the core isolation, everything is being done. So on my desktop, you can see I did not have the Google Chrome. Now we have the Google Chrome browser. And if I bring it up, so you can see the browser has been installed successfully on my machine. It has uninstalled the OneDrive here, remove OneDrive from the Explorer sidebar, remove from everywhere wherever I have selected. Okay, so now what you can do, just make a right click on your desktop. You will find that you will have the old context menu. And if I bring up the power cfg.cpl, just find out all my power plan and see whether it has enabled the ultimate or not. Yes, it has enabled the ultimate performance, and even it has been selected. Now if I click on my Windows icon, so you can see I can see the neat and clean interface now. And if I click on all, so all unwanted application has been removed like Clipchamp, News, Weather, and I have only these few left applications here. Even if I want to remove some more here, so working very carefully. Now finally, let's bring up the task manager. And then let's go to the CPU section. And now this time, boom, in the utilization, you can see that the utilization is below 10%. The process count that was above 135, it's been reduced to 120. The thread count around 1400 is now been 1200. And handle count is around 46,000. And you can clearly see that what kind of difference it has made. It has cleaned your device. It has optimized without harming any kind of application, without harming your Windows 11 or Windows 10. and you will be getting the better performance now. So just go ahead and try this tool, of course, to get the better and the best performance on your Windows 10 and Windows 11. And that's all guys for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If yes, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.